Back out here with the cutlass again, man. I'm back in the same boat to a point where the car won't stay idling. But here's the thing, I went over every vacuum line, even though I haven't got a chance to change. That one is kind of cracked up right there. Even though I ain't got a chance to change all the vacuum lines yet, man, I'm looking all down in this carburetor. Look at that port right there. That port on this carburetor is not even hooked up. The line is completely out of it. I didn't even see it because it's so tucked. Here go the line right here. I'm hoping that this is the reason why the carburetor won't stay running. I mean, the car wouldn't stay running. That port is completely unhooked. Let me get that port plugged up. And I fixed that little issue that I had. I actually had this little piece right here was rubbing up against the throttle, and it wasn't allowing the throttle to return right. So let me hook up this line right here. I never had this line hooked up, and that's why the car wouldn't stay running. Cut the end of this thing off, look terrible. Let me get to work. Mix the screws again. Made sure those was turned out right. I'm telling you, there's nothing else that I could possibly do to this car to keep this thing running if it don't stay running now. Stepping my foot on the gas pedal just once. I'm not even gonna pump it. I'm gonna hit it twice. Look how my gas tank shot up. Look at how this fucking car won't stay idling, man. I just went over every it sound real quiet. It sound like the idle speed ain't turned up or something. I just keep wanting to die. I ain't gonna put all of it in there. There's only a little bit left. Enough for me to drip some in the carburetor if I had to. But I'm gonna show you something. Because remember when I started my car up, the gas tank was showing that it was all the way on full. Now, normally when a gas hand is messed up like this, the car shot all the way up to the full. It's kind of bright out here. Now I know I don't have that much gas in the car. Some people will say, hey, it's the check the float, it's the sending unit, it's all this and that. Snatch your whole gas tank off. But most people won't say, check these wires right here. Like I just traced that wire from the gas tank, and it's a pink wire right here. And I have just a little piece of wire right here that's not even plugged up. I did it on purpose just to show you that check the wires first when your gas tank not reading, instead of messing with the sending unit, doing all the other stuff in the gas tank. Let me just wrap this around here. Hold on, I can't do this with one hand. Let me lay the camera down right quick. Hold on, I'm still just wrapping this up. Just wrap it up a little bit. Hold on, man. Fuck, this thing is crazy. I don't even want to wrap around. I'm just trying to get it to touch a little bit. Alright. Now let's see, with me putting these two wires together, is the gas tank gonna read right or not? Because I just dripped gas in here. It's definitely just a wiring issue. I just put it because I had gas in there already, so it's almost at a half a tank. Just check the wires first instead of messing around with that gas tank, because that's all it be. Let me step on the pedal, pump the pedal down. Hopefully this car stay running. Still want to die on it, man. I don't know what else to do. Still, let me try it again. Car still sounding the same, man. This thing gonna have to go to the shop, man. Let me hold the time, but yeah, I'm stepping on the gas pedal. Once I let the gas pedal go, it's just gonna cut off. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I ain't finna keep playing. This is why I mess around. I play around with sunroofs all day. When I'm not working on my car, that's all I'm doing is messing around with sunroofs all day. So I'm back out here again. What it is one of these screws had stripped out of here, so I went to the junkyard and picked up another screw off a carburetor because this side had stripped out. And what I did was I got under there and I turned that idle speed screw, like I cranked it up real far. So let me see. That's all it really was. I kind of felt like the car wasn't idling. I ain't even gonna get inside. I turned it up so far. It still got to be adjusted. And my throttle ain't sticking no more. So I just gotta figure it out as I go, man, and just keep on working with it. But the car is running. Now I gotta get back to that speed screw to turn it down some because it's turned up a little bit too high. But at least I know that it ain't really no major problem. It's just that I gotta get this carburetor adjusted right. Cutlass sight. I only found one G6 in here. Let me go ahead and get this roof out of here. So I got some other stops to make. And today, hope the switch in here too. Oh man, somebody took. Why would they be taking the switch like that? They don't even take the wires to the switch. You better be lucky I got so many switches. I'm finna coming down today. It take too long. It take way too long. Let me get to work. This looks pretty bad right here, but the track is actually not broken. It's just missing both of the pins on each side. So I could probably go home and fix this. I think I got some pins to throw in there. It's not really broken though. It looked bad. What I do is, when I come to this junkyard, I always take these motors off. Take both of them off, because you're going to end up paying well over $100 and something for this roof skin and the switch. I take the motors off and watch how much I pay for it. So I have plenty of motors and pins at home to fix this roof. Back out here on this west side, man. This day 2 right here, because I didn't get a chance to get this thing at first. And I see it's still there. So let me get to work. I don't know who put this tire right here. Putting my own motors on the roof. And it opened right up. I told you the only thing is it needs some pins on that second panel, but the shade won't let back. Like, you see how loose the shade is right here? Look at my daughter. Come from under that, girl. And it's tight on this side, but I can get the shade to let back, but the shade probably just not gonna work. That's the worst case scenario. If I just take the shade off, then the roof gonna work. Took the glass off so I can get it to lift up without these parts in here right here. Once I lift it up, then I can put the pin back in there and then sit the glass back. So what I did here was I managed to get the shade back, I swapped out the sunshade motor and put a different motor on it, and the sunshade just let right on back with no problem. And this that messed up piece that I took off of here because it wouldn't stay on track. And I put this piece on that I got off that broken track right there. The pin is already in. I just gotta let the roof down and then drop it in and drop this part in right quick and let it down on the piece should slide right down, slide up in there, stay on the track. Let me get this part up in here. Let me work with this. I'm trying to do it with one hand. Let me work. I heard it completely snap in there to the point where hopefully it don't come out of there. That's what it was doing at first. It was just coming out. Let that part up. See how it's popping out of there? That shit crazy. You know what? I think this piece right here is probably bent. That motherfucker. That I might need a new piece. That thing probably be bent. Let me finish right here. But you see where this metal piece is sticking up at on that side, and over here this metal piece is sticking up. This is why this bracket keeps popping out when the roof let up. It keep rubbing up against this piece right here, and then it keeps popping out of the sunroof from how high it's sticking up. And this roof actually works. I just got to put the panel 2 back in it. But this roof actually works too 100%. But here go that metal piece that I was talking about. And then it's a metal piece that is right here on the roof frame. But look at how it sits. In order for this roof is just missing 2 pins out of on the panel 2. You see how flush that's sitting up against this on both sides. I just gotta put 2 pins in here and then put the panel 2 back on there. But for this over here, this panel 2, the track is bent. Like I could take it out of there and try to bend it back. I'm gonna have to get this down, or either get me 2 more brackets like this. And I already got a roof stash somewhere, so I can go get 2 of these brackets to just drop down, because it won't even drop down and sit right up against here. But what I'm finna do is I'm gonna take these brackets out and just drop them on here, and then go to my G6 stash and grab the brackets and put them on that one, and both sunroofs work. Now you see how I sat the pin in there and took my little pliers and pinched them in. You see how flush that's sitting up against the. See how flush is sitting up against this metal part right here. Again, all I did was took the track out of that roof, and that roof still worked like I said before, but it's sitting flush up against that now. Now we're gonna see if the bracket gonna pop out of there. The roof is already on 4. I'm gonna cut it on 3. And I'm gonna let it back up on 4, because that's how it was popping out when I was letting it back up on 4. It's not hitting up against that metal. Like let me see if I can see it. That metal piece right there is not hitting up against that now, because I'll do to my camera. Do it over there. Yeah, nevertheless, it's not hitting up against the metal now. This thing should close all the way out. I'm gonna just shut it all the way on 0. Open it all the way back up. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All I gotta do is drop the glass back on. So let me go ahead and throw one of these panel 2s back on there. These brackets right here, they still probably some good if I could just bend them a certain way. But let me go ahead and drop one of these panels back on.